Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to another episode of TekTopia. In the last one we did some stuff with villagers, but not the villagers in our city. I cannot find any of them right now. They're there, at least I hope they are. No, we did some stuff with vanilla villagers, these guys right here. We made a villager breeder and a villager trading hall, and in between episodes I've been AFKing a little bit over here, just trying to get some more of these guys spawned in, and I've done that. And I haven't really traded with any of them except from this guy right here. Yeah, we got a librarian. I'm trying to get a mending book. I was unsuccessful with this guy, although I could still get it technically, I think. I'm not sure. Trading is very different in the current version of the game compared to this. Mending villagers are no way near as easy. It's incredibly easy to get them in the current version, post 1.14. You gotta kind of rifle through a whole bunch of villagers before you can even get a librarian, and then you gotta get lucky once more. You can't just keep breaking and replacing a lectern. So yeah, haven't really traded with any of them except the librarians that have come in, and I think this guy is the only one. Yeah, because the other white coats are just cartographers, as you can see, which are still going to be really helpful because they have that infamous paper trade that we're going to be making use of eventually when we build a proper sugarcane farm. But just being able to have some librarians to get some enchanted books is going to be really helpful because I just haven't had a good supply of enchanted books. The only way that I've got them, specifically mending that is, because obviously you can't get that from enchanting, is just from finding them. I think maybe I fished for a couple of them, and I think a few of my tools were enchanted with mending, like the pickaxe here. You can see it's got a green name, by the enchanter, so he helped me out with that one. But the rest of the mending books I've just luckily found, so having a librarian to just give me them on demand is going to be super helpful. Admittedly, it's a bit late considering this is episode 90, and this series has been going for over 2 years now, but hey, better late than never, right? So today I have only 2 things on my agenda. We may end up doing more depending on the time I have and how long the episode runs for, but one of them is to make another smithy. This is our original one, lava powered of course, as you can see from the back here, big lava pipe coming out of the wall. But yeah, we could do with having another one of these, plus a while ago I accidentally bought another smithy token, so I don't want to just not make use of that. So we're going to be building another blacksmith today, but we're also going to be putting something inside of our beautiful tower here, which still has that lighting glitch. I still haven't seen your comments either. Sorry, I am doing some heavy pre-recording with this series. Maybe we'll be able to fix it eventually. But we have this whole open area here, which I've been waiting to fill with something. And today we're actually going to build a farm inside, and it's going to be... I still can't get in. Can I do that? There we go. It's going to be a pumpkin farm. Maybe a melon one too, but I think mostly just pumpkin. And we're doing that so that we can use it to trade with our villagers over there. Plus, you know, it wouldn't hurt to actually fill this tower with something instead of having a pure empty space. Oh man, we just got out of there. So yeah, that's the 2 things we're going to be doing today. I think the first thing I'm going to do is actually head down to my storage room and check my quartz supply, because I'm going to need a lot of it for the build, and I also have a sneaking suspicion I'm beginning to run out. So a couple of months ago I did quite the large expedition for quartz. I believe I got like a whole shulker box full of the solid block stuff, and I am left with... yeah, not that much. We had pretty much like this much stacks of quartz, right? It's dwindling to say the least, so... maybe I'll just see how much I'm going to need for the actual build, but I have a feeling it's going to be more than this, so it might mean a quick trip to the nether before we can start any of the building. I've just had a look at the build in my test world, and I think we may actually have enough. Just about. But I've got to show you guys something else we did in the last episode was make a slime farm right at the end, and I have been AFKing, as I said, but I AFK'd a little bit too far away, I think, because this really has not been getting that many slime balls, and I was AFK for like a good few hours, and I'm pretty sure it would get more than what we have down here. Let's try not to kill ourselves on the way down, but yeah, we only have just over 2 stacks, and this thing is actually quite efficient, so I gotta remember whenever I go AFK in the city, just to plonk myself right in the dead center, otherwise we're not going to be able to get everything loaded. So the blacksmith is going to be built on one of these two platforms here, which as you can see are very much so unfinished, so that's going to be the first thing we have to do. But I'm placing it over here in this corner of the city because I didn't really want to put it right next to the other blacksmith. It makes sense to, you know, space them out a little bit, so I've pretty much gone as far away as I possibly can from that building over there. I seem to have ran into a bit of a problem. I don't have many resources to make concrete. And obviously, I need quite a bit of that for this city. I kind of have enough sand, so I probably won't go get any more of that. But yeah, I think a small gravel mining trip is definitely going to be needed. It appears I am short a few quartz slabs before finishing my two platforms here, and the bridges in between them, so I'm going to have to take a quick trip to the nether, but I did try and replay mod time-lapse this, but unfortunately replay mod crashed, so I've lost the footage for that. It's not really the end of the world, but I just wanted to put in a short 10-second satisfying time-lapse. You guys know how I do that every now and again. So that's a bit of a shame, but hopefully that won't happen when we start with the actual building. But yeah, like I said, I forgot I had to use all of my quartz on the actual platforms here, so I do in fact have to go to the nether and get some more to finish off this little section, and of course for the build that we're going to start shortly. I always get people asking me, or at least I have quite a bit in the past, to make a nether village in this series, but I mean, look around guys. Do you really want that? I definitely can't see very well, so you guys must be able to see even less than I can. Yeah, it's a cool idea, but in practice, maybe not. I don't think this is really the place for video. Plus, I don't actually know if it would work at all. It appears my inventory is completely full, so I think that's going to do it for the quartz collecting. That should most likely be enough for today's episode, I would imagine. Hopefully, but I did also get, you know, a wither skeleton skull. I was just passing by a fortress, and well, there were some wither skeletons in the way, and now I'm wearing one of their heads on my head. And we have made it safe and sound back home, and obviously my nether portal is down here in the mines, so I'm just doing a quick check to see how these are getting on. They don't actually seem too long, which is good. You don't want your mine shafts to be long, you want your druids to be keeping up with the pace of the miners, and it appears they are doing that quite well. They're all still active, and yeah, we got miners mining. Okay, that is fantastic news, good to know. I'm just placing in the last of the slabs here to complete our bridge between the platforms, which are now done, meaning we can start with the blacksmith build. So here is our second smithy, and I gotta say, I have really been enjoying the symmetrical building style of this city. I'm fairly certain I've mentioned it quite a lot before, but I really am. This build is especially symmetrical, and I just had fun designing it and putting it into this world here. Usually I try and steer away from symmetry, just because I think it's good to break it in most styles of Minecraft, but futuristic and modern, and in particularly this city, I mean the whole plan and layout is kind of based on symmetry with all of these platforms here. But yeah, for this style that we're doing here, I don't think it's a bad thing at all. So I actually really quite like how this building turned out. I feel like it would lend itself quite nicely to being a survival base of sorts, obviously if you kitted out the interior a little bit different, but yeah, I had fun designing it. And the top bits here, just want to mention a couple of things. You can kind of get a good idea of just the shape of the build and everything. You saw it in the time lapse, but we of course are making use of our daylight detectors as solar panels up the top here, just for a little bit of add a bit of detail to the ceiling, or the roof I should say. And if I could just get to the top of this tower here, I want to show you I've actually found a use for glazed terracotta. I know, crazy, right? So we're using the light blue terracotta here, and I've put it on top of these towers here. And they kind of look like fans, right, with how this is positioned. I think that's how it's meant to look. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, having some fans doing something to do with the power of the smelters down there and putting out some sort of air into the atmosphere. I don't know, hopefully it's not bad. We are in the future, hopefully it's sustainable to some degree. But yeah, this is the building. Overall, very happy with it. There is one slight issue though, and that is mobs can actually spawn on top of the towers here. I'm trying to make this place entirely mob proof so that nothing can spawn at all, and I'm pretty certain I've got every single block covered, with the exception of the unfinished platforms of course. All above light level 7, and these are the only 16 spots. But then again, if something falls up here, they're going to have to take quite a lot of damage on the way down. So I imagine we'll probably be fine. Oh boy, we have a bit of a villager problem. This side is actually completely full up, and I don't really know what's going on with this guy. He should have fallen down the hole, but he hasn't. So that's a slight flaw in the system, but I guess this side we can go ahead and get rid of the two nitwits here, even though one of them is a baby, so I feel kind of bad about that. Oh my goodness, I have really messed up with the design here, haven't I? Okay, gonna have to get in there and do some manual shifting around of these guys, so let's just give them a little bit of a boost. Hopefully they end up plummeting down into the ocean. Yes, I'm sorry, but you don't have any trades for me, so I don't really need you. They haven't made it. Okay, well, you've saved that villager. Nope, now you're going. Well, well done, guys. You worked together. Let's get the baby down there first because we're horrible. There he goes. And that guy should fall in too. And then maybe if we just kind of nudge this guy a little bit. Is that a possibility? Sure. There we go. That works. Oh, what's going on here? Ah, okay. There we go. Oh, I'm having a bit too much fun sending these villagers to their deaths. But yeah, as you can see, they fall to the bottom of the ocean and eventually drown. I feel like we shouldn't watch this bit. That seems cruel. I say that as I've just pushed them into the ocean myself. I should probably go through just a couple of these on this side. Oh, we got another librarian. No good trade there at the moment. But yeah, do I really need a leather worker? I don't think so. I'm going to say goodbye to these two. Free up another 2 spots. Is that another? That's a butcher. Probably not going to need one of them. I don't have much food myself. I definitely do not have much to trade with. I want to keep the blacksmith ones here, and the clerics and the white coats for now. So I guess all of these guys can... Excuse me. That's not how it works. There we go. And yeah, this guy too. Feels kind of bad, but it's also quite satisfying at the same time. Is that bad to say? Probably, but oh well. It's only a game. Whee! I got a little bit distracted there, sorry about that everybody, but now we're ready to place in our Smithy token, which I think I already mentioned. We bought this accidentally in a previous episode, so yeah, that's a cheap Smithy that we've just done there. Haven't even bought anything with emeralds today, and we've already got this thing up and running. So yeah, the interior here, it's a little bit crazy, slightly overkill maybe, although I'm not too sure in, you know, 6, 7, 8 episodes time nearing the end of this city when we have like hopefully 250 plus villagers. But basically the point I'm trying to make is we can fit 12 smithies, or blacksmiths I should say, inside of this thing. Each of them need an individual crafting table, and yeah, that's how many we got, plus so many furnaces, and you technically only need 1 anvil, but I just wanted to put 4 just to let them use whichever one they want. I don't know, it just seemed like a good thing to do. But in our other smithy, I cannot remember how many blacksmiths we could have in here. 4. Oh, I thought, no, 5, 6. Okay, 6 blacksmiths. So in total, we can get 18 in this city, which is kind of crazy considering in the previous villages we've done, I'm fairly certain we've had like 4 at a maximum. So this is my current emerald supply, only a stack, and it probably should be more than that, but I haven't really been using the merchant all that much, knowing that hopefully we'll be able to use our villager trading system soon. But I would like to spend some of these emeralds today, and maybe if the merchant can make an appearance, I'll actually do a bit of trading with him, because I've probably got quite a lot of resources inside of this chest here. And this is another reason I don't really like using the merchant in this city. I placed a bit too many chests down, a few too many chests down I should say, because I cannot locate any of the items. I do not know what any of the blocks are in, so I have to, you know, rummage through all of these chests just to find, say, oak logs. And speak of the devil, he shall appear. There's the merchant. I'm gonna go see what he has to offer and probably spend the entire day trying to find it in our system here. So the only good trades he really had there was spruce logs and carrots. Now I just have to try and find them. Oh, hang on, are you going to show me where the spruce logs is? Do you just... Oh, look at that! Helpful lumberjack, thank you very much. We'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Can you tell I haven't traded in a little while? That's so many logs, that's awesome. Oh, okay, a farmer is here opening these 2 chests, and look at that. Oh man, that is actually a really smart way to do it. I don't know why I've never thought of that before, but hey, at least I know it now. Better late than never. Okay, where has that merchant gone? Hold on, merchant, slow down. I saw you walk out of that building trying to escape me. I'm trying to give you resources to do something with, my friend. I don't know what you do with all these items, but I will happily take the emeralds. So yeah, let's trade in our spruce logs for, what is that, 20 emeralds, and then we'll get the same with the carrot. So yeah, he does have some other trades there that I don't really have that many items of, like gold. I never have any gold in any of the villages, never have, probably never will. They just use it too quickly. And the wheat trade, it's not for 4 emeralds, so there's no real point. I definitely don't have that many diamond axes. What else has he got? Iron pickaxes. I could probably muster 5 of them, but I won't. I'll let the miners have them. Redstone for 1 emerald. No point in doing that. We'll wait till it gets up to 5. I think is the maximum. And steak, considering I still have no animal farms, I'm pretty certain I don't have any of that. So I've kind of forgotten the things that we've built around here, but not bought tokens for. Did we end up buying one for the tavern? Let's have a quick check. I'm fairly certain we didn't for this one. This is the wrong entrance. Let's check over here. No, okay, so the tavern is definitely something we could buy. They probably need that. A lot of my villagers are quite sad at the moment, especially the miners. I know that we haven't bought any of the barracks. We got 2 that we can buy here, but that's not really desperately needed at the moment. But hey, if we got emeralds to spare afterwards, we always could. We got the school up and running, I know that. We've got that kitchen up and running. The mines are all good. Well, for the most part, we could buy more mine shafts if we needed. We got the library, as proven by that villager right there. And obviously, yeah, all of the animal pens to do eventually, but they are really expensive. Oh, I've got them in. What? Okay, I've definitely forgotten I did this because I would have brought animals over by now and bought some ranchers. Okay, maybe that's something we can do today if I have time. Bringing 2 of each animal over is going to take a little bit of time, so that may have to be saved for next episode. But yeah, by the looks of it, it's just mainly the tavern over there. So let's see. I should maybe just craft blocks. I feel like it's going to be in block form, this trade. So let's see how much the tavern costs, because we could definitely do with it. Look at that. That seems too perfect not to buy. Okay, so we can't afford any villagers or anything like that, or some homes like I was hoping to buy as well. But hey, we got the tavern, so our current villagers will be very happy about that one. And a boop. There we go, all up and running. Hopefully we'll see some action in here tonight. So whilst I'm waiting for the sun to set here and our tavern to hopefully get some use today, I'm going to gather all of the supplies that I need to make our pumpkin farm inside of the barracks building right here. Nighttime has approached a bit sooner than I thought it was, and good to see that the miners especially are using the tavern. So let's go up and see how many we got inside of here. Do they cope okay with the staircase? Where did they go? Did they not come into here? Are they going somewhere else? Oh, they're going to bed. Anyway, anyone want to come to the tavern? Opening night of the tavern. Oh, there we go. Okay, finally. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Cool, cool. They're going up. How's the staircase? Did you get on okay with it? Not falling down or anything? Awesome. I hear them getting up the stairs and going in the doors. Okay. How is it? Is it bustling in here? It actually kind of is. Look at that. How many have we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Can I like stand? I want to stand up here and just get a good view of everybody hanging out, drinking their drinks, and having a jolly old time. Look at this guy enjoying the view. He loves it. That would actually be really quite nice to look out on, especially that's a sunset side. That's a good seat to pick, my friend. Man, everybody is sad because they're in the tavern, but now they're happy, and it makes me happy that they're actually using this place. Oh, you, my friend, look like you need a drink. Yeah, that's it. Sit right in the middle of the bar, shoulder to shoulder. There is not a lot of room. Oh, you guys done for the night? Okay, I don't blame you. You have been here for an entire 40 seconds, so, you know, that's probably a good time to call it. People are still coming in. That druid just arrived. Alright, that's awesome. I should probably get back to resource gathering now because currently I have 0 of the items I need. A necromancer has decided to approach the village, which is always fun. I should be able to deal with this guy fairly easily. Any others I've had recently have been spawning over here near the barracks building, which is convenient if I had guards, but I don't, and he's also not there today. Is he over here? Actually, you know what? He's probably right by the new building we've just made, I would imagine. Nope, I found him. Okay, so what we can do is just stay pretty far back, and yeah, simple as that. Minus falling into the ocean, but as long as I get to him quick, before he actually has a chance to summon any mobs, I can one-shot him, and yeah, get a nice 12 emeralds. For the first time since starting this world, I believe, I have absolutely no iron. None whatsoever. I'm sure there's probably a little bit in the chest upstairs for the city, but I need a whole 2 stacks at minimum for all of the pistons I'm gonna need today. So I once again am having to resort to mining to get some iron, which isn't really great considering how far we are into this series. I should probably have a decent supply by now, but I just don't. I use too much of it. Plus, iron farms are a lot easier to make in the current version compared to this one. They actually require like a heavy amount of work in this version of the game, so I've never really bothered. And at long last, I finally have all of the resources I need for this build. So I'm going to take my shulker boxes here, fly on up to the surface, and I'm going to bust a hole open in our giant building here and get started on this pumpkin farm. So here is our brand new melon farm, looking pretty cool inside of this building. I think that is a definite improvement to just having open space. So this is actually a design from FedEx Gaming. I'll do my best to put a link down in the description, but because I'm doing some pre-recording, I very may well forget. So just to be on the safe side, if you want to know how to build this, just type in FedEx Gaming Easy Pumpkin Farm, and you should find the first video is the one that I followed. And yeah, not going to explain how it works. It's basically to do with, I just realized I said I wasn't going to explain, now I'm explaining. Simply, it's to do with like redstone updates or something like that. So whenever something grows, it kind of like spams the farm. It's a noisy one, that's for sure. But yeah, nice and slim, so I could compact lots in here. We got 24 different modules, so hopefully we should get a good amount of pumpkins from this farm. Currently I have 0 just because none of the stalks are fully grown up, so we'll have to check in with this next episode, which means we are gonna have to say goodbye for this episode. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you like the new addition to the city, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.